8 years of experience. Do you take it? Why or why not? No. I'd become a billionaire, but the person I am today would cease to exist. I would unnaturally become someone I was never meant to be. Ever see the episode Tapestry on STNG? I have to stop and think for a while about it. Yes. No doubt. Bitcoin alone would be worth it. And I'm not losing anything. In a heartbeat. Edit, adding details. Some people live their life with no regrets. Some live the opposite. I am in the later camp. I can tell not to indulge in any of my 3 ex-girlfriends. I can tell me to clear last year of college. I can tell me not to start smoking. I can tell me to work out and have a good physique so I can be attractive to a better class of girls. First impressions matter. I can tell me to socialize more. Sitting depressed at my apartment won't get me any new friends and will make me more of a loner. I can tell me to have a better friends. And not the one I met, which made my depression worse. I can tell myself to enjoy life and youth more. I can tell myself to learn guitar when I had the time. Also there is Bitcoin, AMD and Netflix stocks. Added bonuses. Yeah. I'd get to see my mum again, and tell her to go to the doctor. Hopefully she'd have a better chance of beating that mega bitch called cancer. That was 6 months before I got seriously injured for the first time. I think I'd take it. No, I can't go back further than 6 years. My son is 6 years old and I can't risk him never being born. Yes. Why? 1. Get rich with investing/future knowledge. 2. Dumping someone you don't live with or share finances with is easier than divorce. 3. Be where I am now at least 5 to 6 years earlier. 4. Use my memories of the past 8 years as fuel to do better without the regret of wasted time. I could answer yes to this, and save myself from getting raped 7 years ago. I could save myself from cheating boyfriends, a job that almost killed me with stress, and the spiral of alcoholism, depression, and other untreated mental illnesses that followed it all. I could save myself a lot. But I still don't know where the past 8 years are taking me. I'm still healing from them, and I'm one of those types that learns the most from suffering, I guess. I wouldn't want to answer yes to this without knowing who the next version of me is. Maybe I'm better for all this. I like to think I already am. So thank you, Spirit of New Year's Past. I suppose I'll pass on that offer. Oh yeah. My mom passed away in 2013. I don't deserve it. Took me too long to realize that 2011 was 8 years ago. Yes. I spend more time with my dad and be more understanding of the disease, Parkinson's, that took his life this year. Hell no. I'd probably fuck it up more. I would take it for stupid reasons like being the first one to Photoshop Keanu Reeves. I would tell my dad to get regular scans so that they catch his cancer before it's too late. I miss you, Dad. Yes. Because then I wouldn't kill my best friend in a car accident. How many of you all really remember winning lottery numbers? I would. It would be before I met my wife. I don't know that I could go through everything with her family again. The effect of her family and her mental health on me over the last few years has led to me having severe depression, nearly suicidal, and losing my job and being blacklisted in my home area in my field. Even with the knowledge, my best efforts would likely only delay problems at best. I'd seen the family dramas coming a mile off as it was, and my warnings fell on deaf ears. I'd probably not talk to her that day we met. I'm not sitting through LMFAO having hit songs again. Fuck them and fuck those dancing hamsters. 2020 and being fat it is, folks. A lot of people underestimate this question. They think the worst that'll happen is whatever is going on now you have to wait 8 years to experience again, but no. Think about the butterfly effect. If you do one tiny thing differently in those 8 years, you could end up not meeting a dear friend, girlfriend, wife, etc. You could end up completely changing the course of your life, not necessarily for the better. Think about all of the good memories over the last 8 years that would evaporate when you eventually make that first different decision. Remember, this isn't a video game, you have to remember exactly what you did over 8 years if you want any sense of normalcy, and trying to do that with a mindset 8 years ahead? Forget about it. You could try to avert one bad thing that happened to you and end up in a worse situation down the line. This situation is a lot more stressful and complicated than people realize. Edit, grammar. 11th grade? Fucking absolutely, with the confidence and personal peace I have now? Oh my lord. I found my old phones from high school a few months ago while visiting my mother, and it was pretty bittersweet looking through the old texts and photos. I was such an angry kid, I thought everyone hated me, and I missed every signal any girl would put out. Hindsight would have been such a great fucking cushion to hold on to. Breathe, drink a little water, rice instead of fries, and look them in the eyes, and I would have completely skirted past the mental health issues. Great question by the way op. It's something I think about often. Yes. Absolutely. I'd still do a lot of the things I've already done. I'd just change a few simple things that have been hindrances for 2016 me to now. Bad choices in friendships, stupid choices in life, doing things I knew have instant gratification while ignoring the future to come. Biggest thing is knowing I'll be alive to say to myself, you're gonna see 2020 make it worth it. Yes. My best friend and fiance would still be alive. Yes. I'd take it in a heartbeat and I'd work my ass off. Yeah, absolutely I would do that. I'd tell me dad he's a fucking idiot and not let him put my family in crippling debt so my brother could follow his dreams and go to med school. I'd tell my mom to not let my dad walk all over her cause she deserves better. She is an absolute saint and fuck anyone who says different. And finally I would hug my friend Elliot harder than I have ever hugged anyone before. Today's his birthday. A month from now is the anniversary of his death as well as his brother's birthday. This has been my first New Year's without him and I miss him so much. I don't know what the point of this post was, but if you read the whole thing, please pour one out for L. He was a kind soul and he loved everyone around him. He did not deserve his fate. Much love everyone. Happy New Year. No, my son was not born yet. If the conditions at his conception and my wife's pregnancy weren't exactly the same as this timeline, he would never exist. Sure, I might have other kids, but none the same as him. Poof, he's gone so I can get rich knowing what I know now? Nah. Hell yeah. Ruined my life back in the early 2000s just because I wanted to live in the moment. Fuck all this and let's go.